Have you ever imagined going back in time? The idea of visiting ancient civilizations, meeting historical figures, or even fixing our past mistakes seems like an exciting possibility. Movies like Back to the Future and Doctor Who have popularized this concept, but the truth is, time travel to the past might not be possible at all. So, why can't we travel back in time? First, let's start with the basics. Time travel, as we understand it, would involve moving backward through the timeline, from the present to the past. However, physics tells us this might not be feasible. To understand why, we need to dive into some fundamental principles of physics, specifically Einstein's theory of relativity. In Einstein's theory of relativity, time is not fixed. Instead, it's flexible and can change based on certain conditions. According to this theory, time behaves differently depending on how fast an object is moving and how much gravity it experiences. This concept is called spacetime, a four-dimensional fabric that combines space and time. The faster you move, or the closer you are to a massive object, the slower time moves for you. Now, you might think that because time can slow down or speed up, we could potentially reverse it and travel backward. However, there's a key issue. Time travel to the past would require us to manipulate spacetime in such a way that we could loop back to a previous point. This involves what we call a closed time-like curve. A closed time-like curve is a path in spacetime that loops back on itself, like a circle. In theory, this could allow a person to return to an earlier time. However, there are significant problems with this idea. For one, no known physical phenomenon supports the existence of such curves, and they remain purely theoretical. Even if we could create one, the amount of energy needed would be enormous, far beyond anything we are capable of today. Another problem lies in the laws of causality, which govern the cause and effect relationship in our universe. Causality is the idea that an event or action in the present can lead to a result in the future, but a past event cannot change what's happening in the present. If time travel to the past were possible, it could lead to paradoxes. For example, the famous grandfather paradox, where you could go back in time and accidentally prevent your own birth, creating a contradiction where you couldn't have existed to go back in time in the first place.
Moreover, even if you could somehow travel to the past, there's another issue. The universe itself is constantly changing. The universe's state at any given moment is a snapshot of all the particles and energy in existence. Traveling to the past would require you to precisely arrive at the exact position and configuration of the universe at that moment, but the universe is always in motion, making this almost impossible. We also need to consider the arrow of time, which refers to the one-way direction in which time flows. This concept is related to the second law of thermodynamics, which states that entropy, or disorder, always increases in a closed system. In simpler terms, time moves forward because the universe is constantly becoming more disordered. Going backward in time would essentially reverse this increase in entropy, which defies the natural laws of physics. So, even though time travel to the past is a captivating concept, there are fundamental reasons why it remains impossible, at least with our current understanding of physics. The laws of relativity, causality, and entropy all seem to prevent time from flowing backward. While it's fun to imagine what might be possible in the distant future, for now, time travel to the past remains firmly in the realm of science fiction. In conclusion, while time travel to the future is theoretically possible, thanks to the warping of spacetime due to gravity or speed, traveling back in time creates insurmountable paradoxes and challenges that make it practically impossible. Maybe one day, with breakthroughs we can't yet imagine, we'll learn more about time. But for now, the past remains a part of history that we can only visit in our minds or through books and movies.
If you are interested in learning about space and science, then stay connected with us.